It's Sunday. It's a beautiful day, and what have I done? Not much, but I have intentions to make apple dumplings. My intention is to use 2 of these 3 apples. I will peel them and core them, and then soak them in some water here with a little lemon juice in there to keep them from browning until I get the rest of the apple dumpling things ready. That's their holding tank. I have had these apples nigh on a week. In other words, nearly a week. And there are some funky spots. What I'm going to do is try to core these, take this center part out, and look to see which 2 apples might be the best. I'm going to cut them through the meridian, through the middle, and use 4 pieces to make my apple dumplings. I don't have an apple corer, or I used to. So I'm just relying on a knife and hope that I don't cut my thumb off. I could play serial killer and cut them this way. Raw, raw, apple killer, raw. But I'm trying to be careful. I'm trying to do this in a genteel fashion. Oh yes. Without being too slow. Oh, these are getting kind of mushy. I should have done something with these apples last week. Yeah, I should have. I think that this one's too mushy, maybe. Maybe if I cut them in half first, then I can core them. Isn't that pretty? It's a star. You're a star, Mr. Apple. Maybe I can, what I want to do is get some pie dough, which I'll have to make pie crust, and form it around these pieces with some other good fillings and bake them. Let me see if I can core some of these, otherwise it's all for naught. I managed 3 rounds and then 3 pieces, but that's okay. I am going to use, or is it, no, okay. This piece here and this piece will be used together, and then this will be its own guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made some pie dough and divided it up into 5. I'll roll it out and put the apple on there. But first of all, I have to make the syrup. I have a cup of water, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. I think it's called caster sugar in England, I'm not sure. That's what you're supposed to use. I'm putting it in a medium-high heat. Right now it's just sugar and water. Oh, I have also some cinnamon and nutmeg in there. So I'm going to heat this up and keep stirring it gently for I don't know how long it will take, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes, till it starts to become a syrup instead of just sugar and water. And I will add some raisins, and usually walnut pieces, but I used up my walnut pieces, but pecans or whatever kind of nut, if you want to add. You don't have to. You don't even have to add the raisins. I just add a few for flavor. And I will stir this and let you know in a moment how long it took me to boil it down to a syrup. It's only been 5 minutes, and basically the sugar has dissolved, but it's still real liquidy. It has to thicken up. I must have made the mixture with too much liquid. It's almost like maple syrup now, but it's I'm going to stop boiling it and finish the dumpling. I've taken one of the dough balls and I rolled it out, sort of. Now I'm going to take an apple piece, place it there. Scoop a little of the raisin stuff in there. This is where if you like filled with raisin stuff, you could do more. This is melted butter. And too lazy to get out the little brush. I'll use my finger. Ew! Well, I'm eating these, okay? You can do what you want with yours. Doesn't look like much, does it? I'll put that little fella right in there. I'm going to do the rest. And let's see what we got here. I fold this over two or three times. Hopefully it'll make it a little flakier after it's finished cooking and baking. I'm not doing this right, am I? Before I put all that in there, I had to put butter around it so I could fold it up right away if it spills out. Yer. Put your finger in the hole. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, piddly poo. Oh well. It's all gonna get gushy anyway. Boy, I tell you, some of these things I'm saying. Let's finish the rest of this and then I'll show you what I do. Yum. Look at these dumplings. They're ready to go into the oven. 375 Fahrenheit, I'll have to look that up, Celsius, for about 45 minutes, they said. I had also sprinkled a little bit of brown sugar and cinnamon mixture on top. And yeah, let's find out what happens. They're not the prettiest of things, but as long as they taste good. Whew. While they're in the oven, the worst part, clean up. Baby. Apple dumplings.